Hi everyone, I'm Fabian Balog and I'm from Budapest, Hungary, and I'm an animation artist and an illustrator, and also I do graffiti. And the reason I mention graffiti, I usually don't really mention graffiti because it's not really a serious thing, but it helped me a lot, and this is where I come from. That was the base for everything to me. Like during high school, I had no idea that you can learn like cartoon making and animation, and it was not that I was living in a small village in the middle of nowhere, but it was like the third largest city in Hungary, and still I didn't know anything about that. But then finally I found out that such thing exists, and so I started doing that. The things that you can see here are mostly like there are like pages from zines that I did, and also an album cover and some free illustrations and a few graffitis. And I'm also teaching at the Moholi Knight University of Art and Design, MOME. Maybe you've heard about that. So this is the first like series I want to show you. I work a lot with colored pencils, especially because I worked a lot with digital art during the university and after those years, and I was a bit fed up with that, and I really wanted to get back to the phase where I can do analog stuff. And also making animation. I don't know if lots of people of you like make an animation, but it sucks. Like, I mean, I love it and everything, but it takes a lot from you. And also, what is really annoying for me in animation is that it's hard to be spontaneous in it. Like at the beginning, you can be like really spontaneous and creating like all these words and everything, but then after a while, you really have to like stick to the script and the animatic and the storyboard and everything, and it's really tiring. So I really wanted to get back to the phase where I can be like spontaneous. And I was always interested in architecture, and as a kid I was always like looking into windows and seeing the lives of other people, and also space for me. It tells a lot about an atmosphere and about people. And I always find it fascinating to distort these spaces and somehow get lost in it. But mostly I just do it, like I don't really think about it, and after a while I start to think about it, like why am I doing that? But it's always hard to talk about these things. And then this project was, I bought like an IKEA paper roll, which they sell for kids, and I started drawing on that. And I found out this game for myself that I just started drawing these landscapes, and then I rolled it up, I put it away, I rested for a few days, and then got it back, and then rolled it out, but I always paid attention not to see the part that I already did, so then I started something different, and I rolled it again, and after like almost a year of this, I just rolled it out, and that was like almost an 8 meter long drawing of that. And so I made a video about it that I will show you now.
behavior. Officially adopted a report on officialdom concerning official attitudes toward future official policies of officials acting in an official way. When one official stood up, addressing the other officials in a most officious manner, officially inquired, why?
Oh yeah, and about the sound, that's a total thief thing from me. That's a Mad Lib mix that I just found, and it was just for the sound designer to do something through this, but I just liked it so much that it stayed like this, and I don't really show it publicly, but now you saw it. So this is another series of mine that I did. I somehow got back to these black and white things. I guess it was not like the most happy part of my life, but it was really useful, and I also could experiment with lots of different things. I kind of started to get back, to get away from the landscape things and do a little bit more abstract and somehow mix these together. And you can see this series of mine behind me somewhere. And this is usually there are some observations, some details that I like of buildings, and it just stuck into my mind, and I start drawing that, and then it's, yeah, I don't plan anything in these things. I just do it, and sometimes it's really this is. I think there are not so many occasions in my life that I can be really intuitive. And I think that's what I'm searching for in a lot of cases. So that's why I'm doing these things. And I show you another really short animation that I did, because I didn't do animation for a while, because I was I worked in other films as an animator, but as an artist I didn't do a short film since my graduation film. And I really wanted to get back to that phase, so I just did last summer, I just did this. And the last thing I would like to show you, it's an ongoing project. I finally think that I will do a short film again. We've just applied for a scriptwriting fund last week. So it's a really new thing, and so there are lots of things that I cannot really talk about because I don't know, and it's a bit blurry, but the point is that there's this guy on the left, here, who's the main character, and he lives in his apartment, which is also a metaphorical space of his inner self, and there's this bat who's a wise version of himself, and he sometimes flies in to the apartment and tells him really wise stuff. And there are also these creatures who are living inside of the main character, and they seem to be nice, but they're really not nice, and they're trying to do everything to make the guy's life more miserable. Basically they are these demon sounds who are telling you that you are fucked up. And these are just early concepts for the film. It's gonna be, I plan to do it with colored pencils, the backgrounds, and 2D digital animation on top of that. And this is one of, so a lot of scenes in the film, it takes place in the guy's window where he's looking out, and there's always a changing atmosphere and changing scene through that window, and this is just the first test for the scenery, and it has some metaphorical meanings, what kind of train goes through the scene and everything. But these are really early stuff. I just thought that I show it to you because I want to practice talking about it, and also it strengthened me in this that I'm going to do this. So yeah, that was it. Thanks a lot for your attention.
Thanks a lot. What are the questions for Fabian?
I'm very curious. Can you please give us an example of Bet's wisdom? Like, what does he say?
Can
Good
you,
question. Thank
sorry,
you.
sorry. I just repeat
Oh.
also for the record. Sorry. Can you just give us example of Bet's wisdom?
For example, there's a few like Hungarian sayings that I really hate, and somehow they all mean something that you gotta be just don't dream too much. Like just accept things they are, and it's totally fine. And I think this is really part of the like Hungarian mentality. So he's telling things like this. There's one scene that I wrote where he's talking about these Hungarian sayings, and that we can see some manifestation of this in the character's life as well.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question? I can ask one then. I really like the landscapes in your drawings. Do you also like to capture real landscapes, like do sketches outside, or is it like just imaginary?
Not anymore. Like I used to. Of course, I did that a lot, but I don't find it that interesting anymore. So no.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.